What's happening, everybody? I'm back. It's me, your resident supervillain, Mr. J. Washington, and I'm here with my review for Netflix's Sextuplets starring Marlon Wayans. Now, if you have not seen this movie yet, please come back, because as always, it's going to be spoilers. So, I know as a comic, as a stand-up comedian actor living in Los Angeles, I may take a hit for this, but I did not like the movie. I didn't. Here's why I really didn't. I felt like, first and foremost, the concept has been done. And it's been done by numerous individuals and not just Eddie Murphy. Because I know everybody's automatically going, well, the Clumps was this and Nutty Professor. It's been done numerous times. Martin did it in his TV series, okay? I think the concept of playing multiple characters has fallen flat. Unless you can play the multiple characters and all make them seem different. And I don't know it's you. I didn't feel that with this movie. I didn't. I didn't feel like each individual character. Now, Marlon Wayans plays 7 characters. He plays himself, Alan, his heavyset brother, Russell, his sister, Dawn, his other brother, who's a pimp, Ethan, his brother, little Pete, baby Pete, his supposedly light-skinned ginger brother, Jasper, and his mom. It is weird trying to see. The Jasper one is a little bit different. The rest of them just seem the same. It just seems like what I've seen out of Marlon Wayans in TV and film throughout the years. I'm a fan of what he does in television and film. Let me make sure I preface that. But I didn't really rock with this movie. I get the plot. You want to find out who your birth parents are. And then when you find about your mom, you find out, first of all, you have a brother. But then you find out it's more than just your brother. It's like 4 more of y'all. Okay. I'm a fan of, so Brescia Webb, who plays his wife, is my homegirl. I love Brescia to death. Debbie Morgan, I've been a fan of Debbie for years. And Glenn Turner, the Colonel from a Different World, I'm a fan of all these. And it is dope to see Molly Shannon in the movie as well. But it's just something about it that doesn't make it stand out the most for me. It's something about it that doesn't make it pop. This movie is about, again, it's a dude who finds out he has 5 other siblings. And there are hijinks that ensue because you can't write a movie like this without having hijinks that ensue. I don't think there's any, and I will give one thing credit. I will give one major thing credit: the editing and the cinematography. Here's why. To put Marlon Wayans in different suits and different characters, have them interact with each other and look seamlessly. You know, we've advanced from what we saw in the Nutty Professor. We've advanced further from what we saw in the Clumps. So, of course, it's going to look better. Technology just does that. I just didn't really rock with the story. I was trying to. I think the script is an issue. I think the script is a big issue. I think the dialogue in the script is like, as an actor, you see a lot of scripts. As a film pundit, I guess I'm considered that or whatever. You don't feel that this was a good script. The idea in itself, I get it. Like I said, you find out you got multiple siblings, you want to find them, then hijinks ensue. That's all you say. And then you go from there and figure out what type of characters are which. But I just didn't gravitate to this like I guess I was supposed to. Now, a lot of people say, well, Jay, you just hating. And I'm not hating. I just have a reason why I didn't feel like I gravitated to this film. A lot of people are like, yo, I loved it, blah, blah, blah. That's on you. Congratulations. And I'm not going to knock you for liking that. And that is something I think people need to stop doing. If you liked it, you liked it. If you didn't, you didn't. This is one of those movies I didn't. And I feel like it's my job to make sure I do reviews on movies, whether I like them or I hate them. And if you think I'm bullshitting, go through and check my list of film reviews. And they all say it. If I like something, I like it. If I hate it, I hate it. I'm not one-sided on anything. I just think this movie could have been so much more. And I think it's hard to try to see Marlon Wayans playing 7 different characters when we see this all the time. So I think there's nothing unique about it. The costume doesn't do anything different for me. You know what I'm saying? The costume, just because he has on a fat suit, just because he has on a fat suit and a wig and a fat suit and a dress, doesn't change it. It doesn't change much. They have him playing a little short baby. Didn't we see that in Little Man? If I'm not mistaken, we saw him do that in Little Man with Tracy Morgan. So him playing a smaller version of himself, Baby Pete. Like, I seen this. I haven't seen anything different that warrants this movie being good to me. And I don't want to just knock it. Like I said, this is something I decided to review and check it out for myself. I saw a lot of people have their positive, reviews of it. And others have not said anything. But I'm always going to be one of those people that if you're not going to say something about a movie, especially if it's a black movie, I'm going to keep it for what it is. A lot of African American films don't get reviewed or rated because some people are scared to say what they're going to say, or some people just feel like it's not interesting, and that definitely ain't people in the culture, because people in the culture recommend, review, rated everything. So I felt like this is one of those movies that needs to be talked about. It is a good thing that he got it on Netflix. Yes, it's a good thing he rocks with it. Am I hoping he has a further picture deal, like maybe an Adam Sandler and everything else? Absolutely. Absolutely. I want him to be able to open those doors and keep that lane going for a bunch of other people. I know a couple people who are his writers, people he works with directly. And yes, by all means, yes, Jay would love to work with Marlon Wayans. And I know some people say, well, would he work with you after you criticize his project? Probably or probably not. But also, I know people who respected me for having an honest opinion on something that I just personally didn't rock with. You know why I can say that? Because I'm in movies that when I shot the movie, I thought this shit was going to be great. And when I saw it, I was like, yo, I don't want to tell anybody. So I've been in that situation before. So I want to make sure people understand that there's no bias in this. But I just didn't like it. I felt like there could have been so much more to this film. That is why I didn't like it. I felt like if you were going to do the whole different characters, as opposed the multiple characters, shall I say, bring something different than what we've never seen out of you before. All of this is pretty much things we've seen in some way, shape, form, or fashion out of you. It's easy to say the guy wants to play his mother or sister or grandmother now, because that seems to be the thing to do. Eddie Murphy did it. It's been done for years. Flip Wilson, everybody did it. I'm not knocking doing that. But give me something more beside what you're going to play. Give me something more than the typical, if that makes sense. But that is my review and my thoughts on it. Again, I just always let people know here, I keep shit 100 with you, so you know how I'm going to be. But if you've seen this movie, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Like, subscribe, click on the notification bell. Did you want to see this movie? Are you looking forward to more from Marlon Wayans on Netflix? Or were you just not into it as well? I want to hear from you, all right? Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Mr. J Washington, M-R-J-A-Y. You should know how to spell Washington. You really should. Join my Supervillain Squad on Patreon, patreon.com/Mr. J Washington. I'm about to throw up a whole bunch of new exclusive footage and all type of content that I would not throw either here on the channel or on my podcast. I'll tell you about in a second. And I'm doing a whole lot of giveaways. I'm giving away a lot of TV show DVDs. Like I got mine. I got Mayan Season 1. I got Breakthrough. I got so many DVDs I'm giving away. But I'm only doing that through my Patreon. And it's $5 to join. Go ahead and do that. Also, check out the Mad Titan podcast, where I get you caught up on everything that's happening in the Marvel and DC live action and cinematic universes. It is barbershop talk for nerds. Come on in the convo. And, yes, shout out to my sponsor, Uptime Energy. This is the sugar-free blood orange flavor. This thing is amazing. It has a natural caffeine to it. Gives you a dope kick. And, yeah, I know y'all like, they sponsor you, so you got to say that. I wouldn't be getting sponsored by this if I didn't like this. I ain't one of them cats unless you paying me a hell of a lot of money. Which they're not. They're paying me nice. But make sure you check this out. You can get this at your local 7-Eleven, and some gas stations have it as well. So shouts out to Uptime Energy, all right? I will holler at you guys later. Take care. I'm out here. Peace.